Welcome everybody to an episode of In the Garage, and I'm trying to get my gimbal to pay attention to me, but anyhow. Welcome everybody to another episode of In the Garage. Today we're going to make another change to the truck. We're taking off the toolbox on the bed because, well, we no longer need it, and it's just adding weight, wind resistance, making our gas mileage worse. But more importantly, we're losing about 2.5 feet of bed depth when we come to put our kayaks in, and seeing how I now sit in an office all day and I'm no longer running around installing Cat 6 wire, don't need to put ladders in my truck anymore. I really don't have a need for the toolbox. So we're going to put the toolbox off, put the tonneau cover on, and let's get started. Now I will say I'm a little disappointed in the condition that my tonneau cover came in the mail from Amazon. I understand it's a big box, but it clearly took a beating. This is how I got it in the mail. But let's take off the tonneau cover and get started. One of the things I wanted to do for the purpose of this video is to see how much this box weighs. And do that again. Make sure I get an accurate reading. We're going to round down to 99 pounds. So by taking that off, we just reduced 99 pounds from my truck. 99 pounds is a pretty good reduction in weight. So I definitely see us saving gas in the long run by getting rid of 99 pounds. Imagine how much it weighed when all my tools were in it. So it looks like this guy actually pops up in here. Let's see. He pops up in here, slides in there. Tighten down with this. Now it says not to over tighten, which makes sense. It's just a little plastic tab, and that's what this guy here is for. It's a security strap. So we're just going to tighten this guy down so he's not rattling around. How does this guy look like he works? Okay, so it looks like, okay, he just slides out like so. Okay, make me a liar. He slides out like so. Screws up there. Tighten him down. It's a little more durable. Take this guy, pop him in here. Start tightening this down. It's a long road to hoe. Tell you what, being an IT guy and typing all day, my hands hurt from tightening these down. Just tightening down that makes my hands hurt. Okay, we don't want to over tighten that, like they said. Loosen him back up. I'm trying to get this done before it starts raining on me. Put the security strap up here. So next we're installing this rear clamp. Okay, so after a lot of fiddling and screwing with, I guess that's the way it goes. I don't know how secure I feel about that, but that is the only way it goes, seeing how I don't have my rail system. But that just looks super janky to me, but I guess we'll find out. So it looks like what you have to do is you got to loosen this guy up. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Super tight. Loosen him up, and that allows you to, I guess, set the distance that you're going to need. Let's tighten them down here. Before we get too tight, we're going to do another fit. Let's see if that fits now. Yep, that fits. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side now, plus I'm locking down tighter. So I found the best technique, it seems to be to loosen this guy up just enough. Bring your top down, push it where you want it to be. That's where I want mine. Tighten it back down. Really don't like that. And there we go. Now I'm going to do a little more fine tuning to get this to lower down. I don't like how high it is, but yeah, there we go. We're looking at the Leer Latitude tonneau cover for the 2018 Toyota Tundra. If you're looking for this, this is on Amazon. It's $153. For some reason, it is listed as the Leer folded up, all one word, Leer folded up trifold tonneau cover. The actual model number is the Leer Latitude tonneau cover. The nice thing about this system, it is a no drill system. It is all clamps. It comes with all the hardware you need. I will say, I bought my Tundra used. The previous owner did remove the bed rails for the installation of their hardcover. And so I wasn't super excited with the rear clamping system as it's designed for when you don't have the rail system, opposed to how strong and sturdy it would have been if I still had my rail system. So if you still have a Tundra that has the rail systems, the final install of the rear clamps will be a lot more sturdy on your truck. If you have like a Ford, a Chevy, something similar to what I'm going to have because I don't have the rail systems, the clamping systems are probably going to be similar for your model as well. Here is the working system of how this bed cover works. So in here, if you guys can see it, you got these quick release. Slide that guy, it releases from the clamp. And it simply folds up once. Folds up again, at which point you can clamp it down by snapping those in place. Those are sewn into the system here. How you actually attach this is easy enough. You have your security strap there, and your hook bracket here. Now if I had the rail system, as I pointed out before, it would clamp using the rail system. But since I don't have the rail system, it just uses your standard friction clamp such as that. There's one on each side. Got the Leer logo right there. Here are the brackets. So because I don't have the rail system, it's using the clamping style. If I had my rail system, there's actually little blocks that go on the back of here that slide into the rail system, and then it screws into the block, which would make it more secure. But even still, it does the job. So got one on each side. Those literally just clamp with friction. There's no drilling. Didn't drill a single hole in the system. Now to put it back, I simply unfold it. Fold it again. Slide that guy over like so. Slide that guy over like so. Put the tailgate up. Nice feature now. You've probably always wondered, why would I have a lock on my tailgate when it's open? Well, now that I have a tonneau cover, I can lock the tailgate and finally secure the items in the back. Can't tell you how many times I've had to go to a store or even stop at a gas station. I've had fishing poles or anything of value in the back of my truck. You just always feel paranoid that something's going to happen to it. But at least now it's nice and secure. Unless somebody wants to take the time to try to cut into it, which would be easily noticeable. I will say that is a nice feature. It is nice to actually lock my tailgate. I cannot tell you how many times I've been out seawall fishing, had to wish I could stop to get some food or something, but I just don't feel comfortable leaving my fishing poles laying in the back of my truck while I go to a grocery store, or even sometimes when you stop at the gas station, you have something of value in the back of your truck. You feel a little sketched out about it. Now, tonneau cover, locking tailgate, they can't see it. Ease of install. If I had my rails, it'd be pure 100%. It was 99%, just because I feel a little insecure about those rear clamps. They seem to be working fine. I've had it for a week now. Lines, the look of it, I mean, look at it for yourself. The lines on it are nice. It makes the truck look sharp, and it really helps highlight the tail lights that we put in on this truck too. If you guys missed that video, you can see it here. We took off the OEM tail lights, replaced it with these tail lights we got on eBay, $40. And so it just gives the truck a nice overall appearance. We got some more upgrades coming down the road. Please like, subscribe, share us with a friend. I'm going inside. It's going to rain. Talk to you later. Oh yeah, one more thing, grade. I'm gonna, obviously it's not as nice as having a hard top, but for a soft top, I'm giving this thing a strong A-. I would give it an A+, but we don't give out A+s here on the channel unless it really deserves it. And the reason I'm giving this an A-, this is the first tonneau cover. This isn't the first tonneau cover I've ever had. This is the first tonneau cover I've had since 1996. When I got my first truck, when I got my 91 Chevy S10. The one I had in 1997 was 96? Yeah, 96, 97-ish. It was a budget line tonneau cover. When these things first came out in the 80s and 90s, they were not cheap. And you had two types. You had the type that they would literally install buttons along your bed, and you had to unroll it, pull it tight, and snap it down a lot like you see on a boat. And then they had the less expensive ones where you literally took 3M Velcro, ran a line of Velcro all the way down the bed of your truck, and then you pulled it and you had to Velcro it down, and then also put in the support braces. And they worked, but they don't look as nice as this. And the fact that this is a trifold, it's stable, it's nice and flat, doesn't have any unsightly ridge lines, and more importantly, I can take this thing off in probably 2 minutes if I needed to. If I needed to haul something where I needed the entire depth of my bed, that thing removes quickly and easily. It's affordable, it's pretty, you can get it on Amazon. It's lightning, about to rain, I'm gonna go later.
This has been a Digital 410 production.